How's it going? Welcome back to the channel. In this video, I'm going to give you just another alternate method of making and having a perfect match stair nosing. Stairs and stair nosings themselves are typically the problem in the vinyl plank flooring area. The nosings specifically, especially now. But just another alternative, and also for the hallways that have railings on the side. A lot of people are having problems finishing those off. So this method will also work for those long hallways that have virtually nothing to work up to, just an open area before it falls down. So I've got a traditional oak stair nose here. I did stain it because this is off of an existing job, but I'll let you see here what I've done with it. I've actually cut me a channel out right here, the thickness of my stair nosing, and I give it just a little bit of a sand right there to take off that hard edge and make it kind of taper up. Now that's right, you can probably guess, looky there, see how that is? So it tapers down. It's hardly got any tripping hazard or anything right there, plus plenty of room for expansion, so you don't have to worry about messing up your floating floor and gluing it or anything like that. I don't know how these manufacturers expect for things to work with a floating floor and they want you to glue them down at the stair nosings. It makes absolutely no sense to me. I don't think they know themselves. I think they're just calling some shots and hoping things work out. I don't know, but it's not going to work for a floating floor. So don't fall for that. Get yourself in trouble, okay? Anyway, you can see what I've done with this right here. Now we are working with this flooring right here. This is the flooring that we're working with. But how do I get this to match? I'm fixing to show you that right now too. That is going to be done with a scrap piece of the vinyl plank. And it's absolutely phenomenal. There's a lot of people out there that know about this now. Peeling and skinning the vinyl plank flooring. But the easy way to do it, I see so many little TikToks and shorts and stuff like that of people just ripping them off and tearing them all up and creasing them and just destroying the skins, and then you've got a mess to work with when you're wrapping it. I've got the easiest solution to getting the skin off the plank so you can have a perfect print layer to work with, okay? First thing I'm going to do, on the back of my plank, I'm just going to score it. Put a little score right there instead of on the top, on the back. And I'm going to bend it and break it. Only thing that does, it does not break the wear layer. It only breaks the back. So now that we got that broken off there, I'm going to just take it and I'm going to just work that. So I've got this piece to hold on to versus trying to grab that peel with a pair of pliers or something like that. So just a lot easier to deal with versus a pair of pliers. See, I've just ripped this off. Now I've got me 3 or 4 inches here, about 3 inches. You can make that as big as you want, but I've got about 3 inches to work with there. Now the magic is this make it match plank skinner. This thing is freaking awesome. Again, I can take this off without causing any damage to the plank, to the peel, or anything like that. What happens is, this thing right here, check this out. So this just goes right in any drill that you got, and basically, that's it right there. And then it's got a slit in it. So you take the peel, slide it right dead in between that slit right there. I'll show you that up close. You can see again like how it separates like that. You slide that peel right in between it, right there. Now it works like a little vise. All I gotta do, give it a little bit of a turn right there. Watch this. See that? See that? It just rolls it right off there. Super simple. Have that on the floor. It's very efficient. Very efficient anyways to get that off there. Right there. Boom. Check it out. You got an entire plank worth. It's a 4x7 or whatever these planks are, but you have the entire peel. You can do whatever you want to with it. Come on. cut off of it what I need specifically for whatever I'm wrapping. You might say, well, you're using those terms awfully loosely. I mean, what all can you possibly do with the peel of a plank? I mean, honestly, you can do just about anything. I mean, you can make any kind of transitions that your mind can think of. Trust me, I've done them all. I've made huge step down planks or transitions from over an inch high. I've made some about 1 3/4 inches thick, taper down to nothing. I've made some that are about 1 foot wide for covering different levels and sections where walls have been tore out and you got to join 2 rooms together and the floor is all rough or a different height. It's literally limitless what you can do with these plank peels. So to have this where you can get a full size plank peeled like that without damaging it is super, super helpful in a whole bunch of cases. Not only does the make it match come with that, it also comes with a little roller. This end does little creases and stuff. And it comes with one of these, I forget what they're called. Something you would use a little squeegee like for, like you would use for tinting windows, because this is a vinyl, it is pretty thin, so you're going to want to use it like it is a tint or something. What I want to do now, I'm going to go ahead and put some denatured alcohol on a little rag. Just wipe these off so that they get a really good adhesion. The piece that I'm covering, I'm going to wipe it as well. Make It Match also offers a very powerful fabric-like tape to adhere your skin to the transition or whatever you're using. So they carry 2 widths, and you can see I've definitely used these. These things come about this fat. I've definitely been using these. I use them often, as a matter of fact. But the width on these rolls, this one is a 5-inch roll. This one is a 3 5/8, 3 9/16. It looks like, to be exact. So whatever you're needing to wrap, these things are most likely going to be plenty wide enough for you to do. I'm going to again roll this out a little bit here. That right there. Okay, so you can see what I had to do, because this is a really wide piece I'm working with. I'll have to seam this tape right along there. Before I get to that point, I want to go ahead and get this mashed on there all nicely. Mashed on there. And we'll go. It's not very often you do something that you require more than a 5-inch wrap on this, that's for sure. But I did want to get over so it will come all the way over to here. So that way it's wrapped, because all of this bottom shows. Almost messed up, cut that off. I don't need to cut. I don't need another super wide piece, so I'm going to go with this 3 1/2 here. And with this, I will try to get this halfway decent here. Shaboom. And there we go. All right. Now I've got my seam in the tape there. I'm going to just wrap it on around here. Wrapping it right on around. I want to get that nice and tucked in around there so it's a nice clean wrap. You don't want any loose places to it. I've heard different comments, seen different comments on social media and stuff that not just this, but the plank peel seems to want to come off, seems to want to come back up and everything like that. This stuff does not have a memory to it, okay? So whatever shape that it cools in, that's the shape it's going to stay in no matter what, okay? I'll show you what I'm talking about with that. I'm getting just a little dummy piece here. I'll heat this up and I'll show you exactly what I'm talking about with that. Real nice and warm right there. You can make a 90-degree bend in this. You can make 180 or 360, whatever you want to call it there. Watch this. I'm going to leave that completely flat while I continue to work on this. I want to go ahead and trim off some of this excess here I don't really need. MakeItMatch.com. Look right over there on my sign. MakeItMatch.com is where you can pick these up. Plank skinner. I think this tool, this little kit right here, comes with this, and that tool right there. $150 something last time I checked. Alright, so you see this? This was bent and cooled like that. There's nothing going to make it come apart again. I could let that sit like that forever. It would just stay there, okay? Unless it got hot, and then it would start straightening it out. But whatever shape it cools in, that's what shape it's going to stay in. So if you are having problems with your peel lifting up, by all means, use more heat. Heat is key when you're making this stuff work, okay? I got this already, so I'm going to go ahead and peel my tape off only on the top. And I want to stick it right down on my peel here. I want to get it semi-straight, because if you're working with a plank that has a lot of pattern in it, has a great grain pattern in it, and you're going to want your grain running straight with your transition, okay? You can be super picky about this. You can find some beautiful planks that has nice knot holes. You can hand pick whatever planks you want to use for these transitions if you want beautiful transitions. Or you can just, like myself just now did, I usually don't do that, but for the sake of the video, I just grabbed a random plank and started using it. I am definitely more picky whenever I'm on the job and I'm trying to make a nice transition. I'll pick out a beautiful plank, the beautiful knots, all the stuff that I like that gives these things character, and I use those particular planks. So what I'm doing right now, I'm just using this little roller provided by the plank skinner to roll that right on around the edge of this stair nozzle. See that? So I'm just taking this roller and rolling it right around there. Right. Oh, I got pretty close on that. I probably should have left a little more length on that, but oh well, like I just stated, if it cools in that direction, it's going to stay. So we're not going to have no problems with it, nonetheless. Same thing here on the bottom. I'm going to heat it, wrap it. When I get done, I'll show you exactly what it looks like. I'll place it up on a board, put the stair nose and the plank on it so you can see. It's going to be beautiful. With this, I am heating it, and then I'm just lifting it up to get that bend really nice. Again, keep saying this and I keep stressing it. It's the main important thing about these wraps. You have to have plenty of heat. You have to. That's what secures it. That's what makes these things stay where you want them, okay? There's no way you're going to have problems if you get it warm enough, okay? I guarantee it. I've done tons of them, literally. I couldn't tell you how many I've made of these transitions. I guarantee it's been over 100. Again, like I stated at the front of the video, this is just another option because manufacturers are getting absolutely ridiculous with the stair nosings nowadays. If you keep up with that kind of stuff, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. It's just absolutely ridiculous what they expect out of these vinyl plank floorings. It's contradicting exactly what they tell you to do. With the nosings, they tell you to go right against that, what they say. So, like I said, I think they are just throwing stuff out there, hoping for good results, but you ain't gonna get it. You have to have expansion. You have to have expansion. Okay, this turned out absolutely beautiful. Let me get this in the light here and let you see all the grain, everything like that. Just beautiful. Check this out, looky here. So I didn't have much. Overlap in that. That's why I said I should have left a little bit more. But with that properly heated and stuck, it's going to cool like that. There's nothing going to make it come loose on that, okay? It's going to ride on whatever, just like this right here. So that part's not going to be seen. Looky here. Just beautiful. Look at the grain, what I was talking about. It's actually embossed a little bit. These things turn out super nice. Now watch this. Okay, so this is the end of it. Looky, you have expansion all the way to there. Without this coming off here, still nice and snug. You can actually bring your plank all the way back. See that? All the way back to here and still have that much expansion. I mean, technically you could come back to about right there and still be good. However big you want to make this little channel is completely up to you. The thing is that it's secure on here and secure on the floor itself here. That way you don't have any problems. You don't want this thicker so it's raised up off your floor like that, because then all the pressure is going to be on that and snap it. So as long as you get it cut out there about nicely, that's going to be perfect. You can see what it's going to look like there. Super nice transition. Again, I rounded it up there. It's not super huge, not super thick or anything like that. It's just a nice flow. This is, again, going to be beautiful around a railing, a banister, or something like that, because this is what you're going to see. It'll set just like that is what you'll see looking up at it. Nice, clean edge there. If you're looking up at the bottom, that's what you're going to see. Just a super nice, all the way around, super nice technique. Using the Make It Match tools, you can get a full plank off with no problem. Just beautiful. Again, if I ain't mistaken, it is about 100, and I think the last time I looked, it was $153 for these 3 tools right here. Comes in a little bag, little carrying pack. You look right over there on my step that got made there. That's the bag that they come in, right there. And again, you can find these products at makeitmatch.com, okay? You can see the little kit right there. And if you wanted to buy the tape and everything in the kit, they also have specials for those. Anyway, thank you guys for tuning into the channel. Hope this will help. I think that's a fantastic idea. Again, I get questions about that stuff all the time. How to take care of those around railings. That's my answer. There's also one more video that I'm going to do with they put a 3/4 inch board down, then they work the railing and stuff like that on top of it. I'll show you guys how to take care of that in an upcoming video. Thank you guys so much for tuning into the channel. Until next time, FBSB's out.